The 2030 challenge to halve energy use is a huge challenge for the industry. First of all, it will require looking at all energy used in buildings. Currently, regulations only look at regulated energy, so heating, lighting, etc. But accounting for exactly how a building is used is something which we haven't really dealt with before. Equally, we need to be looking at in-use performance. We can't just be working off models anymore, and the 2030 target is specifically about trying to realise the performance of buildings in use. At the moment, we don't really measure buildings as a matter of practice when we build them, but that's going to need to become standard in the next 10 years. Total energy is something that the industry really hasn't got its head around yet. Understanding exactly what's incorporated, whether or not you're including all sorts of loads, things like electric vehicles, for example. These are still outstanding questions which need to be addressed. But fundamentally, we do still need to be taking account of a larger amount of energy. We need to be thinking about plug loads in buildings. So we need to come to a bit of agreement. And that's where the buildings mission is quite important, because it helps us to start defining exactly what we mean by some of these terms. So the World Green Building Council, in response to the Paris Climate Agreement, set a target that by 2030, all new buildings should be net zero carbon in operation, which means that buildings need to be highly energy efficient and as far as possible powered through renewable energy, either on-site or off-site. Now, the buildings mission has shone a light on the energy efficiency part of that, and it's really showing that you can significantly reduce energy demand through good design and through practical steps to ensure that buildings perform in operation. If we're going to achieve a net zero target by 2050, then we're going to need to extend the same sorts of learnings we've got about new buildings to existing buildings. We're going to have to be going back and retrofitting all of our existing buildings to make sure they're energy efficient and running from low carbon heat. And that's potentially where the buildings mission can shine a light in terms of showing the industry how it can be done and learning lessons for improving the existing housing stock. So I think the 2030 challenge is possible without huge technological innovation. Actually, quite a lot of the innovation is already available in the market. It's just not being widespread in terms of implementation. But at the same time, it does provide a good opportunity to drive innovation in technology. And understanding real energy use, in-use performance, is going to mean looking at measurement technology, at feedback loops with the users of energy as well. So these sorts of things are going to become increasingly important and are going to help us better understand the way the building's performing and make for much more efficient designs in the future.